to our chamber. A little water will clear us of this deed. More knocking. Put on your nightgown, lest occasion call us to be showers and watchers. Be not lost so poorly in your thoughts.
To know my deed were best not know myself. Wake, Duncan, with thy knocking. I wouldst thou couldst.
There's a knocking indeed. If a man be a porter of Hellgate, he should have all turning the key. Knock, knock, knock. Never at quiet. What are you? And on, and on. I pray thee, remember the porter.
Was it so late, friend, ere you went to bed, that you do lie so late?
Faith, sir, we were carousing until the second cock. And drink, sir, it's a great provoker of three things.
What three things does drink especially provoke?
Marry, sir, nose painting, sleep, and urine. Lechery, sir, it provokes and it unprovokes. It provokes the desire, but it takes away the performance. Therefore, much drink may be said to be an equivocator with lechery. It makes him. It mars him. It sets him on, and it takes him down. It persuades him and disheartens him. It makes him stand to and not to stand to. In conclusion, it equivocates you in sleep, and giving him the lie, it leaves him.
I believe drink gave thee the lie last night.
That it did, sir, that it did, the very throat on me. But I requited him for his lie, and thinking I'm too strong for him, and yet it put up my legs sometime, and yet I made a shift to cast them.
Is thy master stirring? Our knocking has awaked him. Here he comes.
Good morrow, noble sir.
Is the king stirring, worthy Thane?
No, not yet.
He did command me to call timely on him. I've almost slipped the hour.
I'll show you to him. Right here is the door.
I will make so bold to call.
Goes the king hence today?
He does. He did appoint so.
The night has been unruly. Where we lay, the chimneys were blown down, and as they say, lamentings heard in the air, and strange screams of death, and prophesying with accents terrible of dire combustion. In confused events, new hatched to a woeful time. Some say the earth was feverous and did shake.
It was a rough night.
Oh, horror, horror, horror! Tongue nor heart cannot conceive or name thee.
What's the matter?
Confusion now has made his masterpiece. Most sacrilegious murder hath broke ope the Lord's anointed temple and stole thence the life of the building.
What is it you say, the life?
Mean you, his majesty?
Approach the chamber and destroy your sight with a new gorgon. Do not bid me speak. See and then speak yourselves. Awake! Awake! Ring the alarm bell. Murder and treason. Malcolm, Banquo, awake! Up, up, and see the great doom's image. Awake! Malcolm, Banquo! As from your graves rise up and walk like sprites to countenance this horror! Ring the bell!
What's the business of such a hideous trumpet calls to parley the sleepers of the house? Speak! Speak!
Oh, gentle lady, 'tis not for you to hear what I can speak. The repetition in a woman's ear would murder as it fell. Oh, Banquo, Banquo, Our royal master's murdered.
What? Alas, in our house?
Too cruel anywhere. Dear Duff, I prithee contradict thyself and say it is not so.
Had I but died an hour before this chance, I had lived a blessed time.
What is amiss?
You are and do not know it. The spring, the fountain, the head of your very existence, and your blood is dead. And the very source of it is stopped.
Your royal father's murdered.
Oh, by whom?
'Twere those of his chamber, as it seemed, had done it. Their hands and faces were badged with blood, as were their daggers, which unwiped we found upon their pillows.
Oh, yet I do repent me of my fury that I did kill them.
Wherefore did you so?
Who could be wise, amazed, tempered and furious, loyal and neutral in a moment? No man. The expedition of my violent love outrun the pauser, reason. Here lay Duncan, his silver skin laced with his golden blood. And there the murderers, steeped in the colors of their trade, their daggers unmannerly breached with gore. Who could refrain that had a heart to love, and in that heart courage to make his love known?
Oh, help me, Hans.
Look to the lady.
Why do I hold my tongue that most might make this argument for me? What should be spoken here, where my fate, hidden in an auger hole, may rush and seize me? I'm away. My tears are not yet brewed.
Look to the lady. And when we have our naked frailties hid that suffer in exposure, let us meet and question this most bloody piece of work.
Let us briefly put on manly readiness and meet in the hall together.
Well contented.
Well contented.
What will I do? I'll not consort with them. To show an unfelt sorrow is an office that the false man does easy. I'll to England. This murderous shaft that shot hath not yet lighted, and my safest way is to avoid the aim. Therefore to horse, and let me not be dainty in leave-taking. There's warrant in that theft that steals itself when there's no mercy left.
How goes the world, sir, now?
Why, see you not?
Is it known who did this more than bloody deed?
Those that Macbeth hath slain,
Alas today, what good could they pretend?
they were suborned. Malcolm and Donalbain, the king's two sons, have stolen away and fled, which puts upon them suspicion of the deed.
And 'tis most like the sovereignty will fall upon Macbeth.
He's already named and gone to Scone to be invested.
Will you to Scone?
No, cousin. Out to Fife.
I will thither.
Thou hast it now, King, Cawdor, Glamis, all, as the weird women promised. And I fear thou playedst most foully for it. And yet, it was said that it should not stand in thy posterity, but that myself should be the root and father of many kings.
Here's our chief guest.
If he had been forgotten, it had been as a gap in our great feast, an all thing unbecoming.
Tonight we hold a solemn supper, sir, and I'll request your presence. Is it far you ride?
As far, my lord, as will fill up the time twixt this and supper.
Fail not our feast.
My lord, I will not.
We hear our bloody cousins are bestowed in England and in Ireland, not confessing to their cruel parricide, filling their hearers with strange invention. But of that tomorrow. Hie to horse, and adieu until you return at night. Goes Fleance with you?
Aye, my good lord. Our time does call upon us.
I bid your horses swift and sure of foot, so I do commend you to their back. Farewell. Let every man be master of his time till 7 at night. Sarah, a word with you. Attend those men our pleasure.
They are, my lord, without the palace gate.
Well, bring them before us. To be thus is nothing, but to be safely thus. Our fears and Banquo stick deep, and in his royalty of nature reigns that which would be feared. He chid the sisters when first they put the name of king upon me and bade them speak to him. Then prophet-like they hailed him father to a line of kings. And on my head they placed a fruitless crown and put a barren scepter in my grip, thence to be wrenched with an unlineal hand, no son of mine succeeding. If it be so, for Banquo's issue have I filed my mind. For them the gracious Duncan have I murdered, to make them kings, the seat of Banquo kings. Rather than so, come fate into the list, and champion me to the utterance. Who's there? Now go to the door and wait there till we call. Was it not yesterday we spoke together?
It was, so please your highness.
Well then, now have you considered of my speeches? Know that it was he in the times past that held you so under fortune, which you thought had been our innocent self?
You made it known to us.
Do you find your patience so predominant in your nature that you could just let this go?
We are men, my liege.
Aye, in the catalogue you go for men. And now if you have a station in the file, not in the worst rank of manhood, say it. And I will put that business in your bosom, whose execution takes your enemy off. Grapples you to the heart and love of us, who wear our health but sickly in his life, which in his death were perfect.
I am one, my liege. Though the vile blows and buffets of the world have so incensed, I am reckless in what I do to spite the world.
And I another, so weary with misfortunes, so buffed with misfortunes, that I would set my life upon any chance to mend it or to be done with it.
Both of you know Banquo was your enemy.
Aye, my lord.
So is he mine.
We shall, my lord, perform as you command.
Even though our
Your
lives...
spirits shine through you. Within this hour at most, I will advise you where to plant yourself, for it must be done tonight. Fleance, his son that keeps him company, whose absence is no less material to me than is his father's, must embrace the fate of that dark hour. Now resolve yourselves apart.
We are resolved, my lord.
I will call upon you straight. Abide within. Is concluded. Banquo, thy soul's flight, if it find heaven, must find it out tonight.
Not had all spent where our desires are got, without content. 'Tis safer to be that we destroy than by destruction dwell in doubtful joy. How now, my lord? Why do you keep alone of sorriest fancies your companions making? Things without all remedy should be without regard. What's done is done.
We have scotched the snake, not killed it. Duncan lies in his grave. After life's fitful fever, he sleeps well. Treason has done its worst. Nor steel, nor poison, malice domestic, foreign levy, nothing can touch him further.
Come on, gentle, my lord. Sleek o'er your rugged looks. Be bright and jovial for your guests tonight.
So shall I, love, and so I pray be you. Let your remembrance apply to Banquo. Show him eminence both with eye and tongue.
Oh, you must leave this.
Full of scorpions is my mind, dear wife. Thou knowest that Banquo in his fleance lives.
But in them nature's copies not etern.
But there is comfort yet. They are assailable. Then be thou joking. Ere the bat had flown its cloistered flight, ere to black Hecate summons the char-born beetle with its drowsy hums, had rung night's yawning peal, there shall be done a deed of dreadful note.
What shall be done?
Be innocent of the knowledge, dearest Chuck, till thou applaud the deed. Come, sealing night, scarf up the tender eye of pitiful day, and with thy bloody and invisible hands, cancel and tear to pieces that great bond which keeps me pale. Like thickets, and the crow makes wing to the rooky wood. Good things of night begin to droop and drowse, while night's black agents to their praise do rouse. Thou marvelest at my words, but hold thee still. Things bad begun make strong themselves by ill. So prithee, go with me.
But who did bid thee join with us?
Macbeth.
Well, then stand with us.
Hark, I hear horses.
Give us a light there, ho!
'Tis he. A light, a light.
'Tis he.
Stand to it.
It will be rain tonight.
Then let it come down.
Fly, for man's revenge!
Who did strike out the light?
Was it not the way?
There's but one down. The sun has fled.
We have lost best half our fare.
Then let's away and say how much is done.
You know your own degrees. Sit down. At first and last, a hearty welcome.
Thanks to your majesty.
Our hostess keeps her state, but in best time we will require her welcome.
Pronounce it for me, sir, to all our friends, for my heart gives them welcome.
Your majesty.
Your majesty.
See, they greet you with their heart's thanks. Both sides are even. Here I'll sit in the midst, be large and mirth, and none will drink a measure the table round. There's blood upon thy face.
Aye, 'tis Banquo's then.
'Tis better thee without than he within. Is he dispatched?
Aye, my good lord. His throat is cut. That I did for him.
Thou art the best of the cutthroats. Yet he's good that did the like for Fleance.
Oh, most royal sir, Fleance is escaped.
Then comes my fit again. I had else been perfect, whole as the marble, founded as the rock, as broad and general as the casing air. And now I am cabined, cribbed, confused, confined, bound in the saucy doubts and fears. But Banquo's safe.
Aye, my good lord. Safe in a ditch he lies, with 20 trenchant gashes to his head, the least a death to nature.
Thanks for that. Get thee gone.
My royal lord, you do not give the cheer.
Sweet remembrancer. Now, good digestion, weight on appetite, and health to all.
May it please your highness, sit.
Why, here we had our country's honored roof, were the graced person of our Banquo present.
His absence, sir, lays blame upon his promise. Please that your highness the graces with your royal company.
Well, the table's full.
Well, here is a place reserved, sir.
Where?
Why, here. What is it that moves your majesty?
Which of you have done this?
What, my lord?
Thou canst not say I did it. Never shake thy gory locks at me.
Gentlemen, rise. His highness is not well.
Sit, worthy friends. My lord is often thus, and hath been from his youth. Please, sit and feed. Regard him not. The fit is momentary. Feed. Are you a man?
Aye, and a bold one, too, that there look on that which might appall the devil.
Oh, proper stuff. This is the very painting of your fear. This is the very dagger that you said led you to Duncan. Shame itself. Oh, these fits and starts. And why do you make such faces when all's done? You look but on a stool.
Prithee, see there? Behold, look, lo! What say you? Why, what care I? If thou canst nod, speak too. If charned old houses and our graves must send those back that we bury, our monuments shall be the maws of kites.
What, quite unmanned in folly?
If I stand here, I saw him.
Oh, fie for shame.
Blood hath been shed ere now. The time has been that when the brains were out, the man would die, and there an end. But now they rise again with 20 mortal murders on their crown and push us from our stools.
My worthy lord, your loyal friends do lack you.
Oh, I do forget. I do not use at me, my most worthy friends. I have a strange infirmity, which is nothing to those that know me. Come, love and health to all, and then I'll sit down. Pour me some wine. Fill full. I drink to the general joy of the whole table and to our dear friend Banquo, whom we miss when he were here.
Our duties and our pledge.
Avaunt, and quit my sight. Let the earth hide thee. Thy bones are marrowless, thy blood is cold. Thou hast no speculation in those eyes which thou dost glare with.
Think on this, good peers, as something of a custom. 'Tis no other. only it spoils the pleasure of the time.
What man dare I dare? Approach thou like the rugged Russian bear, the armed rhinoceros, the Hurkin tiger. Take any shape but that, and my firm nerves will never tremble. Or be alive again, and dare me to the desert with thy sword. If trembling I inhabit, then protest me the baby of a girl. Hence horrible shadow, unreal mockery. Why so? Being gone, I'm a man again. Pray you, sit still.
You have displaced the mirth and broke the good meeting with most admired disorder.
Can such things be, and overtake us like a summer's cloud?
What things, my lord?
I pray you, speak not. He grows worse and worse, and questions enrage him. At once, good night. Stand not upon the order of your going, but go at once.
Good night, and may better health attend his majesty.
A kind